I've never been someone that likes to clap back. I'm so busy I don't really have time. Fillers and Botox, things can really spiral. Those videos are out there forever now, and those pictures and screenshots of my face, there's no running from them. It's not always healthy to share the good, the good, the good. I can't lie, you just see it all over my face. Bambi, she says that mummy takes silly pictures. Filming is amazing, but it's not always easy. You really have to let the camera crew in, which isn't always the easiest.
Look, will you give me a round clap, please? Is that okay?
Hi, I'm Molly-Mae and I'm getting up close with Cosmopolitan UK. I feel like the second series of Behind It All has been so different to series one. I feel like the topics we've covered have been different. We focus a lot more on motherhood. We focus a lot more on running a business and me finding my feet through owning a fashion business. So yeah, it's been most definitely different, and yeah, just great to work with the same team and just have loads of laughs along the way. Yeah, I'd say my biggest accomplishment for series 2 would probably be focusing on motherhood, and my relationship with Bambi and finding my feet in motherhood was a really lovely topic for me to cover, and it felt like a big accomplishment to share the highs and the lows with everyone, because not every day is perfect when you have a toddler. I feel like the camera crew are really great at picking up on what's just naturally going on anyway, so they're kind of with me every day and they just literally follow what is naturally happening in the house. So if I'm having a slightly challenging day with Bambi or a more positive day, they literally just follow what is happening, so it's never forced and I never have to do anything that isn't naturally happening anyway. So yeah. Honestly, with a toddler, every day looks different. Some days go really smoothly. Well, not, actually, that's a lie. Most days don't go smoothly. You're going to have like ups and downs. But with Bambi, she's just in the stage where she's coming out with the funniest things. Like I get into bed and just cry with laughter every day at the things she's come out with, and just, yeah, and you put them to bed and then you end up missing them and want to get them out of bed when you've just been like praying for a break all day. So yeah, no, she's incredible and I'm finding my feet more and more with it every day. Oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about Bambi's third birthday yet. The fact that she's turning 3 is just mind-blowing. Yeah, I need to plan something. I don't even know, she's into everything. Like, she's just so hyperactive and so funny. She loves everything. Like, she loves watching TV. She's actually, her favourite film at the minute is 101 Dalmatians. She loves Cruella de Vil, which is just wild because it's actually quite a scary film. The non-cartoon version, she calls her Scary Lady and she just thinks it's great. But then Tommy and I do love horror films, so I don't know what I expected. I think with me, I've definitely been vulnerable online with my motherhood journey so far, and I think it's just, I'm quite proud of myself for opening up and always sharing the reality of it. And I think, yeah, I think the more people do that, the less mums feel like alone in their journey sometimes and like, am I the only one that's experiencing this? And I think when I open up, I realise that so many mums actually feel the same and they kind of need to hear it from someone sometimes. So I'm glad I can be that voice and yeah, just keep it real best I can. Do you know what? When I open up about sometimes the highs and lows of motherhood, my DMs just absolutely get flooded with thousands of mums just being super grateful for me for opening up and being honest. And you know, it's not always healthy to share the good, the good, the good. I think it's actually really helpful sometimes to mums to really open up and share that it's not always perfect. And yeah, just the feedback I get from mums when they've listened to that, they just absolutely, like, they're just always so grateful, and it makes me almost want to share more and be even more honest and keep it real. But sometimes I just try to cap it because I feel like people like it when you give some, but not like too much at the same time. So it's finding that line. I'm very much a heart on my sleeve kind of girl, and in the world that I'm in, and especially with making YouTube videos and with the documentary, I don't really hold anything back. I can't lie, I wish I could, but I'm useless. Like, you just see it all over my face if I'm not feeling good, or I really just have to be very honest. Otherwise, if I'm having a couple of rough weeks, you won't get a video, and I'd rather just put something out that has the honesty of my week than not put anything out at all. So yeah, I keep it as real as I can, and everyone around me knows I'm just a very honest, heart on sleeve girl. And sometimes it doesn't always work in my favour and sometimes it does. As always, it was my manager Fran that told me. I can't remember where I was. Yeah, I think I was on a family holiday in Turkey, but I mean, just to be nominated is such a huge achievement, and that's why I was quite shocked. It makes you realise, oh, I think I've done something right with that, or people really enjoyed that. And yeah, it was a really nice feeling, and also a good spur on for series 2, because okay, series 1 they loved it and they want more, and you know, so I feel like it gave me a really good push to carry on filming, because filming is amazing, but it's not always easy because you really have to let the camera crew in, which isn't always the easiest. when we started, it was like 2 days a week, and then at the minute it's a little bit more. Some weeks are more, some weeks are less. Some days the cameras just literally come with me on whatever I'm naturally doing, and we never really have to do anything for the cameras. So it's kind of, I wouldn't want to say easy, but some weeks they're just following me and just capturing whatever they see. I think with with my YouTube, I've always kept it real, but I think the documentary shows that extra layer of realness. And when I agreed to do the documentary, I knew that I wanted to go into it fully and wholeheartedly and just capture what really is going on. So I think it's just having an extra layer of me than you'd have on your YouTube, and I hope that people can take away like the honesty and the truthfulness from it. The only thing that's tricky with that is with when we want to sort of talk about something that's going on. Obviously we're filming and the documentary doesn't come out, it doesn't happen in real time, but I've never been someone that really likes to clap back or comment on things going on in the media anyway, unless it's absolutely necessary or I feel as though I need to. So yeah, as much as in series 2 we do cover stuff that's going on in the press, it's never something that I try to focus on too much because I'm so busy I don't really have time. I've always been, well, not always, I feel like over the years I've gotten a lot better at the press and the noise and opinions kind of drowning out. And as long as I know and my family know what's going on and are happy and healthy and everything's good, then that's what I focus on. And I have got quite a thick skin towards it now. I do feel like you have to be a certain type of person to be in this world. Occasionally I do watch Love Island. I feel like I don't always watch every single episode of every single season, but occasionally I'll tune in. And also from TikTok, I feel like I kind of follow the best parts of the stories, and I actually do still love it. I feel like there's been some really great seasons since mine, and especially in the colder months. Well, no, the winter one's great because obviously in the colder months you're kind of in, the evenings are longer and you need something to watch. In the summer, normally I'm doing a bit more going. I will be watching it probably. Oh, I was 20 when I went on. Well, I just turned 20. So I was like a whole different girl back then. If the opportunity arose now and life was so different, I honestly don't know. It's hard to tell, but I have no regrets going on the show. I mean, it literally enabled me to have the incredible life I have now and meet my partner who I now have a baby with. So yeah, absolutely zero regrets, but I don't know if I'd go on again now. It's a hard question. I don't know, I feel like none of us really, I never really see anyone from my season, but I'm still friends with Maura. We're still close, and that's kind of it, really. But we're all acquaintances, like we're all friends. I know I don't really socialise, I'm a bit antisocial sometimes, so, but yeah, no, me and Maura, we still kept our friendship, which is lovely. TV guilty pleasure. I'm just awful at rewatching things. Like I rewatch, like I have comfort movies and comfort programmes that I just put on in the background and repeat. I love Glow Up. That's a great one. And obviously film-wise, Harry Potter, any Harry Potter, especially during this season now, is just everything. Never say never. I mean, I used to love drama when I was in school, and I'm a drama queen. But I don't know about that. I feel like the documentary is kind of a touch on that in a way, in my own special way. My current obsession is Mumford and Sons. I feel like when it turns to autumn, I just listen to Mumford and Sons on repeat, and they're my obsession. I just love them so much. I love a sad song, like sad music in the car on a rainy day. Give it to me, I love it. I think now, within the space of content creation, and especially now TikTok and Instagram, I think it's all about finding something that no one else is doing or something a little bit different. I think it's really hard now. I was really lucky when I started that it was just becoming a thing, and there was just like this new world of content creation and also earning a living from posting, and it was just a different, I don't know, no one was really doing it. But I think now it is a lot harder to break into. But I think if you're consistent, also with TikTok, like it's a lot easier to grow now, and people just want more and more and more content. I do think there's space, and it is oversaturated now, but I do always think there's space for more content. Everyone's scrolling so quickly on their phone. It's like, we need more. Everyone wants more. Yes. I mean, my attention span is weakening, so I don't know about everyone else's, but I don't really create TikTok content. I'm not really video content either, unless it's a YouTube. It's weird. I do like long form video content. I don't really know how to do short form. And yeah, my bread and butter is Instagram. That's what I love, and that's what I feel like I'm kind of known for. So yeah, I wish I could get better at TikToks and trends, but I can't dance. So I don't think it's going to really work out for me. Do you know what? I feel like especially when I started Maebe, my goal was to start something that I was going to really learn from. And we're actually coming up to Maebe's first birthday now. And I've been reflecting on the fact that actually I have learned so much about business and about running a business. Obviously, I had Filter as well, my Fate's handbrand, but with clothing, it's just so different. And I feel like an achievement for me is being able to sit in a meeting now where people are talking about, I don't know, using big words and big like business phrases, and now I actually know what they're talking about, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know what that word means. Whereas for like a year ago I'd have been sat there thinking, what is going on? Like, I don't know what anyone's talking about. So I feel like I've learned a lot this year, and that's what I love about business, just how much it teaches me. And it also makes my brain, I just like, it makes my brain grow, which I love. Honestly, having Maebe has taught me so much. I can't even explain it. Even with like running a team and, you know, looking after people within your team, and there's so many parts of the business that I've just absolutely loved learning, and also like making mistakes with. And yeah, I just have loved the whole like trial and error of it all and really finding my feet with it. But I feel like a year on now, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. I know the system. I know what we need to do. But it doesn't happen overnight. At first I was like, whoa, what have I done? I feel like mum guilt is always there. I think it's really hard to give your all to work and also give your all to being a mum at the same time. So I try to kind of factor time in my week for my work, and then when I'm not working I can solely give my time to Bambi. But yeah, of course I feel like mum guilt, especially as she gets older and more understanding and more aware of when I'm not there. It is tricky. Bambi, she says that mummy takes silly pictures. That's what she says, mummy silly pictures. I think she's fully understanding now. She's been to work with me a couple of times when we did the comfort washing campaign, Comfort and Persil. She was there with me on that shoot and she was lapping it up. She loved it. So yeah, I think she's getting more and more aware of what I kind of do in the world that I'm in. People comment maybe baby, but I think I need to get actual Maebe moving even more, and then I'll think about something else, but one thing at a time. Oh God. I think the me that came out of Love Island wouldn't have believed the journey that I was going to go on. I kind of felt each year, is this going to be the last year? Like that, this is, all these opportunities are coming, and I kind of just tried to make the most of it each year because I didn't know when my last opportunity would come. And I just feel like 6 years on to still, you know, be doing such amazing things and have, you know, such an incredible life. I just feel incredibly lucky. I mean, we're back in autumn winter, so for me it's just coats. Any jacket, any coat, anything covered. I am the queen of just cover me up in fabric, and I just love it so much. Summer fashion this year for me was, I didn't know how to dress. I literally did not know how to dress. So yeah, I'm just so happy I can wear my coats again. I think for me, I'm a lot more simple when it comes to my outfits, and I'm not a lot more about a capsule wardrobe and having pieces that I can invest in and rewear, like a really great simple basic white t-shirt, and having that with, you know, 10 different outfits. For me, when I'm buying something now, I really look into, okay, how versatile is it? How much wear am I going to get out of it? Is it worth it? Instead of just constantly like trying to fill my wardrobe up with a load of stuff that I'm really never going to wear. So yeah, I feel like it's a lot more like intentional buying now. I mean, I'm a Pinterest queen. I literally love going on Pinterest and seeing all the cool girls and seeing how they're styling their, you know, unreal, just things that you wouldn't even think to put together, like little shorts with big bomber jackets. And I think, oh, I'd never thought to do that. And I think Pinterest for me is where I get a lot of my inspiration from. Yes, definitely a blazer. Anything with shoulder pads. I know shoulder pads aren't for everyone, and that's why with Maebe we do a lot of our shoulder pads that you can take in and out, because it's not always for everyone that you want to have like a big extended shoulder. But I love like masculine shapes on me. I think it makes me feel actually more feminine, which is weird. So yeah, I love me a blazer. I would say I actually feel my most confident when I'm in a really just comfy tracksuit, no makeup, hair up, weekend with Bambi, just feeling like my actual true self. That is when I'm me to the core, and just, yeah, day chilling at home, I always feel really confident and happy because that's my safe space. I just feel like I've grown so much since that time, and that's why I feel like it was good to reflect on that in series 1, because I think it was good to shed light on that and the mistakes that I've made. And I'm the first to hold my hands up and say when I've made a mistake. And I think it's also just quite scary to see that things can really spiral with fillers and Botox and everything. So I was happy to shed light on that and talk about it. And also those videos are out there forever now, and those pictures and screenshots of my face, there's no running from them. You can't. Yeah, but no. I'm just glad I've grown since that time. I think as time goes on, we become more aware of these things and the dangers and the possibilities of, you know, taking things too far when it comes to fillers, and I feel like back then with me, there was no one for me to look at and say, oh, she took it too far. I wouldn't even understood what that meant. So I do feel like as time goes on, the risk of it happening becomes less, because we're all more aware and we're all talking about it more. So yeah, I don't know with Bambi, we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm definitely a vision boarder. I think for me next year it's going to be Maebe's growth and growing the team, growing the brand, and just working on it as much as I can. And I'm just so excited. I've got so many incredible things I'm working on at the minute, and just with the documentary, and yeah, I mean, spinning a lot of plates but loving it at the same time. And also having a 3-year-old next year, which would be fun. I'm sure she'll be coming out with even more funny things by then, which I'll look forward to. Thanks for watching. You can catch Molly-Mae Behind It All Series 2 on Prime Video.